season started in Le Castellet. Bob Huff and Honda won the season opener. And after a nightmare start, Muller scored a pole position in Slovakia. Montero won a race to claim the championship lead. Teammates Tarquini and Valente are already colliding on and off track. And now we find ourselves outside the Hungarian capital, Budapest. The third event of the season welcomes Hungary's hero, Norbi Michelisz, known as Norbi.
So how to describe Norbi? You know, in England we have a saying, a gentleman and a scholar.
The ideal son-in-law, the ideal driver. He's so talented, so extraordinary. Norbi's the quickest, he's my hero. I was very pleased when Norbi moved on to a factory drive, but we're still very close. He's like a son to me.
Yeah, the perfect driver because he's paying a lot of attention on the data. He wants to know everything.
Qualifying at the Hungaroring, Norbi Michelisz trying to make it into Q3 by being in the top 5 in Q2. He's at home, but he still seems to be struggling on the brand new surface of the Hungaroring.
Okay, Norbi, check the flag. Right now, P5, P5.
But it is not to last. A sensational lap from Tom Coronel kicks Norbi out of Q3.
Tomorrow is another day. I mean, starting from P6 is not a disaster, but still my target was to be among the top 3 in qualifying.
Ivar Muller's not in the top 5 either. He settles for an 8th position, having barely made it out of Q1. Ted Björk first to go in Q3 in the Volvo. First time into the single lap shootout for the Swedish mark. Tom Coronel next up in his Chevrolet. And he easily beats Björk's time with a great run.
Coronel did 46.7, Björk 46.9, and Montero in sector 1 is a bit slower than Björk.
Thiago needs to find some more pace in the Honda. But he comes across the line second.
I'm breathing a little bit more understeering than I expected.
Coronel still fastest, but he's not yet on pole. Although you wouldn't know it.
Very nice.
Next up, reigning world champion Jose Maria Lopez.
I made 2 big mistakes.
That was a big mistake. What position?
But because of those mistakes, Lopez claims the pole.
Okay, good lap, good lap. Slow down, save fuel. You are 6 tenths faster than Coronel. I'll let you know about Rob. Good job.
Rob and the Honda are last to go.
At the moment we're P3. Wait. Oh, he's fast. Oh, he's fast.
You're on pole, mate. Good
Takes
job.
third.
Good job, mate. Good job. So you have a 6-10 gap to Coronel.
Yeah, sorry boys, that's one and a big slide in the apex.
It's always special to be in pole here. I was very close the first year. Last year, Ivan did a great job, and I know he's the kind of the master of here. So I was surprised by him going out of Q3, and then okay, I had to defend the colors of the team.
Lopez, the 46-1 I would have never had, so I'm okay. Hey, thank you, boss. Thank you. Good job.
Next up, Mach 3. 3 cars from one manufacturer, 2 laps.
If we do this right, 100% we've got this.
Lada third in the manufacturer standings, first to go. Tarquini as ever makes a great start. Valente and Katzberg sort themselves out. Mistake from Katzberg in turn 1. Valente has to go by.
In corner 1. My mistake again.
What? What happened to Nick?
This is how they expected it to be.
No, first overtake of the Mach 3 in the season, no?
Lap Lada under investigation. Why?
Be careful with track limits, Mehdi. The Ladas are under investigation. Citroën next up. Lopez, Muller and Bonani.
Hey, track limits.
Track limits, put in a protest.
Yeah.
We're 1.9 faster than Lada.
I'm afraid that we are under investigation that Benani went off a bit on 11.
Championship leaders Honda will be last to go. They tied Citroën to the 1,000th of a second a week earlier in Slovakia, and they are close again.
Well done, guys. We lost for my 110. Good job to everyone. Very good job. 70 kilo, but we feel less. Good job. But Citroën is under investigation, yeah? Yeah, Thiago, yeah.
And indeed, a couple of hours later, Honda declared the winner, both Citroën and Lada penalised for exceeding track limits. Time for the opening race in Budapest. It's cold, wet and miserable.
Continue to keep low rain conditions till 5 o'clock. Okay, la piste est plus grasse.
Track's more greasy than wet.
Keep in mind that it's possible to use only wet tires on the rear and keep slicks on the front. I would like to use slicks in the front, and then I would like to leave it up to you if it's rear wet or rear slick. Okay, Norby, front slick, rear wet. So Eklund, wet, Müller, slick, Katzberg, wet, Norby, mix. Coronel Lopez, full slick, Chilton, wet behind you, Tarquini, slick front, wet rear. The front slicks, rear wet would have been maybe the best option, but I never tried. Now we have no time, no? Finished. Yes, we have finished. Yes, we have finished.
The outcome of the race will depend on the choice of tyre. But even on the formation lap, there was drama.
I have a turbo failure, turbo failure. I need to stop the car. I need to stop the car.
Norby's hopes of victory go up in smoke before the race has even started. And Tarquini too has a last-minute change of plan. On the 2 formation laps, he decides that slicks at the front are not the way to go. he pulls in to change onto a full wet setup. Bernani's on pole, he's on wet weather tyres, and he makes a great getaway. Behind him though, things are not quite so clear. Ivan Muller takes second, Fredrik Ekblom heads the charge into the first corner. There's contact behind. Everybody trying to work out where the grip is with their particular choice of tyre. Muller goes wide, Ekblom moves up to second. Doesn't look like we made the right choice, but it might work out towards the end. Bernani leads from Ekblom, then Katzberg in the larder. The Hondas and the factory Citroens are losing positions as they struggle with their slick tyres on the wet surface. Tom Chilton and Gabriele Tarquini on wets are carving through. Huff gets by Muller for fourth. And now Muller is struggling to keep Valente's larder at bay. But they're all holding up Tarquini and Chilton. On his wet tyres, he's up to seventh and making good progress. Muller can't hold the line, clashes with Valente, and Chilton dives inside both of them for fifth. Chilton is very quick. And Valente gets back in front of Muller, but John Philippi goes by both of them. Keep pushing, Mehdi. Don't take any chances, you've got a good lead.
Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking. This pressure is too low for these conditions. Yeah, copy.
Lopez is almost last behind Hungarian rookie Ferenc Fischer. Philippi and Valente on wets pile the pressure on Huff.
It's like slow motion racing.
Tarquini from the pit lane passes Montero for 10th. For Citroens, Muller and Lopez, it's a disaster. Katzberg attacks Ekblom's Volvo for second, and through he goes. Tarquini, contact with de Moustier as they battle for eighth. The rain is increasing, and with it, Citroen's woes.
I think we should start. If you want, we can prepare wet tires.
Bernani has a big lead over Larder's Katzberg. Nice, Mehdi. You're building your lead. Keep going. Tarquini finally gets inside de Moustier to take sixth. And as the Citroens rush in for wet weather tyres, Chilton is now on Ekblom's tracks. He goes straight through for third. Next target for Tarquini, his own teammate Ugo Valente. He goes by him for fifth. Larder have 3 cars in the top 6, but Chilton is unstoppable and gets by Katzberg for second.
The car is so unbelievably shit. They just cannot do anything.
It's a Sebastian Loeb 1-2. Mehdi Bernani wins it from Chilton. Well done, Mehdi. First win for the team in World Touring Cars. Well done, guys. First victory, and Tom behind us in second. It's crazy. It's wonderful. It's a second career victory for Mehdi Bernani in World Touring Cars, but at 1-2 for Chilton and for Sebastian Loeb Racing are big firsts.
I was third last year, I'm second this year. Okay, yes! I think the boss Loeb will be happy. The boss will be happy.
The main thing is to don't lose much time by getting the car back to the pit.
I just drove through the whole field from 10th to 2nd. As you do.
I saw you coming. While you're fighting with Ekblom, I was like, shit, he's going to come too quick.
It's so easy to make mistakes. Like, your bottom is like that on the brakes, like, because it's so slippery.
I just said on the radio I've done ice driving with more grip than today.
Yeah.
There's a race against the clock for Honda to repair Norby's car before the main race. Meanwhile, the factory Citroens fail and the privateers score big points for the manufacturer. For Honda, though, it's a disaster.
Honestly, I think you should change your car setup. It's crap.
Drink the champagne on the podium.
No. I did that just a little bit.
But Mehdi, who should be delighted, is devastated.
If someone said to me you would have finished second in race 1 from starting 10th, I'd have been like, nah, that's not going to happen. No.
I just learned my uncle passed away. He's the person who really raised me, says Mehdi. I spent all my youth with him. You gave him a win. Yeah, but they didn't tell me before the race. I'm very upset.
He'll be happy.
I still don't know how I can do.
Time for the main race in Budapest. Jose Maria Lopez starting on pole, ahead of Tom Coronel and Rob Huff, but it is rainy and the track is wetter than before. Lopez jumps away from pole and Ivan Muller makes an excellent start to head up to 4th place into turn 1. But in the wet and the spray, Ugo Valente clatters into Norbert Mikulits, who's shot off backwards. He'll rejoin in last place. He's not the only one off. Bernani eases Coronel off the track. And then contact with Montero as he takes 4th.
You need to let me pass again.
Lopez leads from Huff and Muller. Conditions are frankly vile. Mehdi, we've got to drive through. You have to come through the pit lane.
Bernani got the drive-through. Bernani got the drive-through.
And then trouble. In the streaming wet conditions, Demoustier goes off for a second time.
Out of turn 1.
It's a hard hit. But Demoustier is out and okay. Muller passes Huff for 2nd.
Safety car. I have a lot of fog inside the car, a lot of fog. Safety car in this stop.
And the race is back on. Citroen 1-2 ahead of Huff and Montero. Trouble for Tarquini. Contact with Björk in the Volvo and broken suspension. He's out. Muller tries to pile the pressure on his teammate to grab the lead. Norby, who started last after a turbo change, passes Valente's Lada for 10th. Muller seems to have the edge on pace as Lopez struggles for traction. But getting by is a different story. Valente chases Ekblom for 10th and gets by the Volvo on the inside. Further up the road, Norby gets inside Katzberg, change for 8th. As Lopez and Muller battle, Huff is hovering, trying to pick up the pieces. Another abortive attempt for Muller, and Huff's inside him as they scrabble for grip. Down the hill, Muller pushes Huff. There's contact, Muller slides wide, and Huff goes through. Muller rants, "I'm fed up getting pushed by everybody. You're quicker than both of them."
Might need to give that one back. For me, you don't want to get a drive through. Ivan definitely came across like that, and then
Norby is pushing hard, so too is Huffy.
Drive through, drive through. Drive through, okay?
We're gonna drive through, please box now, drive through, box now.
Montero could be third, but Bjork and the Volvo also want to get on the podium. It's close and clean. The Portuguese hangs on.
How about that? It's ridiculous.
Yes, I know, I'm sorry.
Norby goes around the outside of Coronel for 6th position.
Yep, with Ivan is 2.1, 2.1. Yeah, I know, but Ivan is pushing me as well, huh? What do you want me to do? Push.
Norby pushes 2, up behind Chilton. Battle for 5th place.
I have a problem with the car. Your rear left is broken. Keep going, keep going. In the final lap, keep going.
More drama for Norby and his fans. Lopez wins, Muller takes 2nd, and Montero's on the podium in 3rd.
Whoa, pretty hard, pretty hard.
Well done, guys, we did well.
This one was for Rob. He was doing a very good race. Sorry for him.
Bravo, Thiago. 2nd place in the overall, 12 points. Back Lopez. Good job again.
And to the delight of the fans, Norby on 3 wheels finishes in 10th.
You went up P10 anyway. So now please stop the car. So Andrea, I will ask for a track and I will come back with a track.
Norby's total point score for the weekend is 1, but it's a 3rd victory so far for Lopez. He's won all 3 main races this season. Muller hung on to 2nd place after a heated duel with Rob Huff. Huff hit me. Since the beginning of the year, I've been hit so many times by the Hondas. I lost a little bit to Lopez, and with him, if you lose ground, it's over. It's a shame, but I'm happy with 2nd because I started from 8th. I didn't really deserve the podium, but I'll take it. It was Rob that deserved it, but I survived, I guess. That's it. I'm on the podium. It was about time I scored a podium this year after 3 events. It's been a long time since I find myself in this kind of situation. It's another 1-2 for Citroën, as in the opening race, the French manufacturer retaking the championship lead from Honda, thanks to the customers as much as the factory drivers. But it was a nightmare weekend at home for Norby. The Hungarian, though, can't help smiling.
He's really sad. It was a really hard weekend for him, but I think he will have time now to think about his weekend, and maybe next year it will be much better. It's a lot of pressure. And these fans, just look at them, they love him. They want him to be on the podium, and yeah, he's doing always the best. He's giving all what he has. So.
With Norby, there's never anything less than drama here. He may have lost points this weekend, but one thing he has not lost is the devotion of the Hungarian fans.